Welcome to the course about marine diesel generators, and now you have to choose between two parts. One is about main diesel generators and another one is about emergency diesel generators. Which you would like to pick now? And this is the part about main diesel generators. So on ships we are using diesel generators to produce electrical power for our equipment, and we have a lot of equipment that use electrical power. Mostly on merchant ships you will see set of 3 diesel generators that will produce electricity. On some smaller vessels you can see 2 generators. On some vessels with diesel electric propulsion system you can see even 6 units. But here we will see the common type 3 units we have on board in our simulator, and we can imagine that the diesel generator number 2 had some maintenance before, and it was isolated, and now we should prepare it, test it, and we have to start it basically. Yes, so what we are going to start with. So here we can see the diagram with the cooling, with the fuel, and with the compressed air. So let's start with the cooling. First of all our cooling system is already prepared. I mean that our cooling pumps are running and our main coolers are also in working condition. So here we have isolated cooling system for generator number 2. We have to open the valves for the cooling. So we have fresh water low temperature inlet valve, and we have outlet valve, and also high temperature cooling water. Also, which one? This is high temperature cylinders inlet valve. Yes, so we have to open these 3 valves. So we have also prepared our cooling for number 2 diesel engine. Then let's see what we have on fuel. So here we have the valves, inlet and outlet of diesel oil to our diesel engine. Those should be open. Also near the engine we will have filters for our fuel, and also we can monitor the condition of the filters by checking the differential pressure. The number 1 generator is running now, and we can check the filters on number 1. Here you can see there is more red color starting to show on this equipment, and that means that the difference in the pressures is growing, and in one moment we'll have to switch to filters. So the valves for the fuel are open. Now we can check the oil level inside the engine as well. We have to ensure that we have proper level, and we can see that the oil level is above the minimal mark and is not above the maximum one. Then we have to start our pre-lubrication pump using this panel, and on this panel we are just choosing power management system mode on this switch, and now we can see that pre-lubricating pump is running, so pre-lubrication is ensured for our engine. So what we are going to do next we'll open the air valve, compressed air that we use to start our diesel engine. So we are opening the valve, and now what we cannot really do in this simulator, but normal on vessels, on top of the engine, on top of each cylinder we have indicating cocks. We should open those valves, and then we should start the engine without the fuel. We have just to rotate it, just check if some oil or some condensate water is not coming outside the valves, and if nothing is coming out, then we are closing the indicating cocks, and we then can start our engine. On the local control panel we should choose the local control mode, and then we can press the button for start. And as we can see, we have started our diesel engine. Now it's running, and then we can take the load on. We also can put the engine in remote control, so we can operate this engine from control room. And that's it about preparing the diesel engine. That is the wrong answer. We have a blackout. And this is the part about... So before we have started our diesel engine for generator number 2, and now we want to take the load on and synchronize it with the running one generator, which is number 1 at the moment. And we are already in our engine control room. Here you can see our main switchboard, and on synchronization panel we will do our procedure. So here you can see the indications for synchronizations. We will do it manually. The synchronization can be done also automatically by the controlling systems which we have in engine control room. It's really easy, but now we'll show the manual way how to do it. And as you can see, the generator number 1 is now running, producing electrical power. Generator number 2 is not connected yet, and we have to synchronize it with our number 1 generator. And here we can see the switch for synchronization selector. We can choose any generators to synchronize, but now as we want to synchronize number 2 with number 1, we're choosing the second one. And here on the indication you can see that the lamp is rotating in anti-clockwise direction, so we should make it to rotate in other direction. Here by this switch we can control the revolutions of our engine, and we should increase them. So this lamp now you can see rotates slowly, then in one moment it will change the direction of the revolutions, of the rotation. And also here you can see the parameters. So now it's rotating in clockwise direction. I will decrease it a bit. I want it to be a bit more slowly. Yes, like this. No, again, increase. Yes, okay. And now when we see this lamp right in this position, just between those two arrows, yes, just before them, we should press the button for generator breaker on for the second one. At this moment also, these two lamps are getting dark. So at this specific moment we have to press, and then also I will increase the revolutions on second generator to take the load on second one. So let's do the procedure. Let's wait for the lamp to be in the position. Let's press the green one, and now we are increasing revolutions, and as you can see we are taking more load on the second generator. And now approximately this load is more or less equal for number 1 and number 2 generators. And that's the procedure of manual synchronization of 2 generators.
Mēs synchronizējam, yeah? Adjust the frequency.
Adjust frequencies.
Adjust the frequency.
We see 2 generators.
Kāpēc frekvences nav iznākusi? Nav taču šitais, un vai ir?
Ir.
Šitais nav.
Ir.
Ir, ja?
Ir. S5 šeit.
Ir 50.
Ir. Nu nē, nevis 5.
wrong answer, we have a blackout. And this is the part about